Toucan Play That Game is proudly sponsored by NiceGameShop.com, the place to go for rare and unusual Asian games. Hi, I'm Michael and this is a paid preview of Ascended Kings by Incarnate Games. A game of kings battling to claim the Omega Stone in an ever-shrinking arena surrounded by walls of fire, where not even death will stop them fighting. On each of their turns, the player chooses to be in either the latent or active state. In the latent state, they prepare themselves for combat, adding cards to their hands, rolling their level +1 dice to gain magical gems, and if they have the appropriate gems, complete transmutations to unlock new abilities. Also, if they have a card matching their glyph, they can inscribe it to their board. In the active state, powerful Ilum appears in a random space of the board, and then you can perform actions using your gems and cards. Spend the white area gems to move, red pyre to attack, which can be blocked with green Aegis, and anything not blocked deals the target a dire gem as a wound, taking up a space on the top row of their inventory. If filled, this kills them. Ilum can be used to level up, draw cards, activate special abilities, and also to use cards. The top of the card is free to use and is an instant effect that you can do at any time, even on another player's turn. The rest of the card is an ability that costs Ilum to play, unless it was previously inscribed, and then it is free to play. Once each player has had their turn, it is the end of the round. A wall of fire chosen at random then moves inwards, forcing the arena to become ever smaller, and events either add gems to the board or cause the walls to flare, damaging anyone adjacent. The game continues this way until either the round timer runs out, or a player collects all 4 of the bloodstones, which each player starts with 1 of, and are gained by killing the players. When a player dies, they flip over their player board and become a revenant. Then they reappear at the end of the turn with new powers and cards available to them and still able to win the game. Having the bloodstones or timer running out doesn't end the game, it starts the Omega War. The Omega Stone is placed on the board and it's a race to get to it, but you can only claim it if you have a bloodstone. As soon as it's claimed, the game ends. If the player with the Omega Stone also had all 4 bloodstones, they win the game, even if they had died and are a revenant. Otherwise, players work out points, and the one with the most points wins. This is a prototype of the game, and although the art is final, the components may still change. But I'd like to make note that the graphic design on the cards is very helpful for making it clear what each does. Also, although these miniatures are 3D printed, they are the sculpts planned for the final product, and it's a nice touch that it changes once you die. The initial rules, and especially getting used to the different states, can be a bit complex for new gamers. However, experienced gamers should have no trouble at all just jumping into this. Either way, once you've gotten used to the game, it is really easy to play, and turns tend to be fairly quick, which to the casual observer might seem like a luck-heavy Ameritrash game, especially seeing dice be rolled for the few random elements of the game. However, it's actually a highly strategic game. Most of the random elements just revolve around the end of round effects and tend to not be the deciding factors in games, but do mean they play different each time, which gives the game good replay value. The random element that probably has the biggest impact is the card draws. However, this is then mitigated in how you choose to use those cards, and also, unless you're giving up resources to draw extra cards, you don't get to draw that many in a game. And although the cards are not all equal, the difference in power tends to be negligible. The next would be rolling for gems when in the latent state, where yes, you might get lucky and roll the gems you want, but if you don't, you can just add the dice together to change the result. The key thing that makes this strategic is the total lack of randomness in the combat itself. There are no dice rolls, and you know going in exactly how much attack you can give, and their likely defense, resulting in a need to balance your gems for movement, combat and defense. The game scales so that you always need 4 bloodstones, resulting in game lengths being similar no matter the number of players. How this works is each time someone dies, they return carrying one of the bloodstones not on the board. In summary, if you'd like a thematic arena combat game that is strategic, avoids turtling, and has no player elimination, then Ascended Kings is a game you should check out. I do hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have, please do check out the rest of the videos on the channel as well as subscribing and sharing. And as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.